Hi everyone, thank you much for joining me for our intermediate level class. I'm going to be using some Pilates based exercises as well as some fundamental movements I believe is important to you. If any of the movements feel uncomfortable, please wait whilst we progress to the next exercise, and again after our class any feedback based on today will be fantastic. We're going to start with a warm up. So what I'd like us to do is nice and relaxed with our shoulders. We're going to just do some shoulder circles. Keep the upper shoulders relaxed, just nice small circles going forward, just gentle breaths in and out. In 3, 2, 1, you're going to go small circles backwards. Three, 2, 1. What I'd like us to do is going to do some nice gentle stretches between the shoulder blades. So allow the arms to go nice and wide, chin tucked in, take a gentle breath in, breathe out and go into lovely posture. So tummy drawn in, knees soft, feet nice and balanced, and thumbs rotate behind us. Take a gentle breath in and breathe out to open up. Gentle breath in and breathe out to open up. Imagine the elbows rotating and facing forward in that position. Breathe in and breathe out. Keeping the knees nice and soft. Gentle breath in and breathe out to open. We're going to do some gentle, it's known as pelvic tilts. The lower part of the tummy is going to draw in. So what we're going to feel like we're doing is we're actually tilting the hips up. Really good for us to get the connection between the rib cage, the bottom of the rib cage and the hips. So imagine we're shortening that position and then relaxing. Again, fantastic for us to stretch out that lower back, especially with some of the progressions we're going to work on a little bit later, because that helps with the same position as our flexion. So, ready from there, and up, so you can keep the head nice and still, and up. Knees remain nice and soft, so the lower part of the tummy draws in, lift up and down. Do a couple more, last one, and relax. Going to go into our balance exercise. So standing on our right leg, I'd like us just to lift our left foot just off the floor. If you feel you lose your balance, touch down straight away. So just going to hold 3, 2, 1 and swap sides. My left knee stays nice and soft when I lift that right foot just off the floor. Keeping our big toes in contact with the floor, and relax, swap sides again. Important for us to work on our balance because that increases our proprioception, so its ability for stabilizers in our feet to really work and improve, and massively important for the control of our legs, knees, ankles and hips. Again, great to practice when you're brushing your teeth or anything like that. That'll be really beneficial. That's it. Let's go one last one on each side. Last one. And relax. I'd like us to go into a nice wide squat. So I'm going to show you side on, and your feet can be a little bit wider, so they're a bit sort of more in that position. And what we're looking for here is imagine you're sitting back into a chair and have your hands out in front of you in that position. Keeping your big toes down, draw your tummy in and open up through the hips. So side on view, we're going to go down and drive up. Allow us, when we're sitting back into our glutes, we allow the knees to bend forward. So we maintain a nice lovely balance and then drive up. By having our feet nice and wide, that allows us to stretch out the inner thighs as well. Open up through the hips, nice and gently back down and up. So again, you can, if you choose, you could sit back into a chair. So sitting back into the chair, sat down, drive up, more known as a box squat, but really, really good for us to maintain our posture and drive up. Let's go one more. Now what I'd like us to do from there, we're going to go just nice comfortably back onto the mat. So we're going to go into a roll down. Chin nod down, allow yourself to go back down, walk your hands out in front of you, and from here we're going to go into a nice calf stretch. Just from that position, right heel down, left heel up, left heel down, right heel up. Just nice alternate, keep your upper shoulders nice and relaxed. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Going to stretch out our middle part of the back, so it's the thoracic spine. We'll take a gentle breath in, breathe out to feel like we're lifting our tummy up towards the ceiling, comfortable stretch to the back, gentle breath in to go back down. Breathe out to go up, breathe in to go back down. Nice and smoothly up and down. In 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're going to move on to our back into our floor bridges. Now, to start off with, we'll get our heels as close to our glutes as possible. And the focus on here is to keep a neutral spine. So the tummy is just going to stay nice and gently engaged. So you're going to draw the lower part of the tummy in. But imagine the spine has little or no movement in it. So when I'm lifting up, from there I draw the lower part of the tummy in, squeeze my glutes to lift up, and then back down. You can opt for the hands across your chest. Let's move up and down. What we're going to do is we're going to come up and down for 30 seconds, and on the last one again we're going to hold for the next part of the set anywhere between 30 up to 60 seconds. So a nice easy movement to warm those hips up, tummy drawing in, up and down. And in 10 seconds time what we're going to do is we're going to come up and hold. You keep going. Just to demonstrate, what we're going to do now is everyone comes up and holds, please. You can hold that position, keeping the glutes engaged, tummy engaged, lower back nice and comfortable, and you can opt for lifting your heel or your foot off the floor and alternate. Left heel and then left foot off the floor. Right heel or right foot. I'm just going to alternate. Imagine that you're keeping these hips nice and balanced. You may have your arms on the floor if you choose. Now 30 seconds to go. If you want to, you can bring it a little bit more challenging by bringing it up a little bit higher, keeping that tummy engaged, keeping those glutes working. Just focus on your breathing. Again, you could opt for the small movements. Those are challenging enough. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower ourselves down. I'd like you to bring your knees up towards your chest and a gentle roll from side to side. And lower one leg down at a time. Just to warm that lower back up a little bit more, just going to do some gentle tilts again. Same as what we did when we were standing. Tummy draws in, flatten that lower back, tilt under. Really good to create a little bit more mobility through our lower back and just allow it to ease off. Now we're going to go into our seated roll downs. The focus from here is the same principle we just worked on now with the pelvic tilts. We draw the tummy in, and what I'd like you to do is keep the chin tucked in, and from that position you're going to use your stomach to pull yourself back up. Now some of us might get to that position and think, oh that's enough, I'm tilting in that position and then coming back up. So a real nice position through there and back up. What you can do, if you're more comfortable, you can go all the way down, draw the tummy in slowly down, really focus on that concentration down to come up, chin tucked in, use your stomach to pull yourself all the way back up. That's quite an advanced movement and it's taken me quite some time to get there. So please, if you feel you're not able to, we'll come in time. It takes a lot of dedicated work to get that tilt and the pressure through the right positions to lift ourselves up. And quite often this is more technique. Okay, we're going to go for 3 more. Okay. Nice, lovely tall posture. Tuck under. Really want to tilt. You want to feel like you're tilting into that position. Back up. Down we go. And back up. Okay, we're going to move on to our side lying position. What I'd like you to do, you've got 2 options on this. Knees are going to stay nice and soft. You can either lift your body up and down like that there, using your stomach, keeping your knees soft, where you're using your stomach and your hips, or we can opt for the side lifts. And what we're going to do is we're going to opt for anywhere between 5 to 10, depending on level of of strength. You could opt for that one, up and down, or you could opt for a full position. So in your own time, we're going to slowly go down, come up, slowly back down. If you're starting to feel in your shoulder, please go back to this one, keep going, but you can go opt for that one if you're starting to feel that the shoulder feels a little uncomfortable. So whichever choice you move or you choose and feel like you're moving comfortably, that's the most important. So comfortably up and down. Really feel you use the tummy, lift up, lovely position, looking straight ahead. Let's go one last one. And relax. We're going to move straight on to the other side. What you've done on the one side, like you do the same on the other. So again, you can opt for the lifts, the side lifts. That's one option. You can opt for the one with the knees, where the legs are at 90 degrees, or where the legs are straight. I'm going to cross a bit more. The legs are straight. We come up and down. So whichever one you choose. This one's quite an advanced level, so if you feel a little bit too much pressure, move on to that level. Now smooth, breathe out to lift, breathe in to go back down. Just really working on your position through your stomach as you're moving up and down. Let's go for 3 more. Now for 3 straight ones to finish. Coming back down. What I'm going to do for this to loosen, just to free off the side, I'm going to do some lovely leg rolls. And I'm going to give you 2 options. We'll start off with this option. Legs are going to be hip width apart, palms face the ceiling. You're going to rotate right and left. I'd like you to feel like you're using your stomach to rotate knees, right and left. Most important of all is our shoulders stay locked into the floor. So nice, real control through the stomach. Same as we use the rotation machine, keeping our shoulders locked in, using our stomach and hips to rotate from side to side. If you opt for this one as well, you can keep going with that position, but please make sure you're using your stomach. You can go legs at 90 degrees, and then you've got to keep those shoulders down. Your rotation will be limited because we don't have the capacity to hinge off our ankles. So use your stomach to rotate right and left. Take your time, just gentle breaths in and out. And 3, 2. And when we're done, I'd like you to bring your knees up towards you with a gentle roll from side to side. And lower one leg down at a time. The next exercise may look easy, but it's a little bit more challenging than when it looks. So we're going to have our arms out to the side. You can have your arms out into a T position. If you choose, if you come to the arms above your head, that will be a little bit harder, but make sure your shoulders are relaxed. What I'd like us to do is you're going to draw our tummy in. Imagine you're trying to flatten your stomach into the floor. So your rib cage and hip bones pull towards each other. What I'd like us to do is you're going to lift your right elbow off the floor and left knee off the floor. Keeping your left leg nice and relaxed, slowly back down. Draw the tummy in, lift my right knee and left elbow just off the floor, really focusing, controlling through the stomach and slowly back down. My lower back is going to remain in a neutral position all the time. So tummy pulls in, try and flatten your lower back, and then from there lift that right elbow, left knee off the floor, slowly back down. Tummy draws in, left elbow, right knee off the floor. And take your time on the way down. Keep alternating right and left, opposite arm, opposite leg. The big focus, remember, feel like the rib cage and the hip bone pulling towards each other. Trying to feel like you're pulling down to control that position and keeping the knees and elbows nice and relaxed. So big focus to the stomach. Let's do 1 more on each side, please. Big focus. And back down we go. We're going to lie face down. We've got two options with this one. We're going to go kneeling plank, and we draw our tummy. So the focus again is going to feel like we're pulling our tummy up towards the ceiling. The moment I do that, I'm going to increase the pressure through my elbow and through my knees. So the tummy's going to draw in to lift up. Try and avoid that position. So the focus is more the stomach pulling up, lower back. If you want, you can feel like you're tucking under a little bit, so tilting under. That'll keep that lower back in a nice, more comfortable position. Now, if you're finding that really easy, you can opt for that one, and then you could alternate which leg you straighten, maintaining a nice lower back position, or you could go full position all the way back down. Draw the tummy in, lift yourself up, one movement up. Now that's going to be the more advanced choice. You could go with the knees down, draw the tummy in, and again with this one you're going to feel your shoulders, because your shoulders are working quite a lot, stabilizing the rest of your body. You can hold that position or alternate. I'm happy for us to change the positions through this. If you're starting to feel like it's too much, please relax back down. We're going to do two more, whichever one you choose, up to a full one, back down, up to a full one, and back down. Once you've done that, I'd like us to create a nice lovely stretch to the shoulders and back. Tummy draws just a touch, sit back into our glutes. I'm going to smoothly go in and out of this exercise. So one more. Now the next exercise is known as Superman's, or opposite arm, opposite leg reach on all fours. It's quite a complicated movement, but really important for us to strengthen our back muscles, our shoulder muscles, glute muscles. What I'd like us to do is you're going to take the opposite arm, so your right arm and your left leg away. We'll start in this position. You're going to draw your tummy in. You're going to take a gentle breath in. You're going to breathe out to reach your right arm and left leg away. Lower it back down. Breathe out to reach away and back down. Breathe out. We'll do 3 and back down, and then we're going to swap onto the other side. Tummy draws in, leg out. Breathe out to reach. Breathe in to come back down. Breathe out to reach. Breathe in to come back down. Each time I'm reaching, I'm drawing my tummy in. Keep going, swap sides onto the other side. What I want us to make sure is that when I'm reaching, I'm not putting all my weight over onto this hip. Try and imagine you keep your tummy button right in the center where your knees would have been before you straighten your leg out. So breathe out, breathe in. Breathe out, and breathe in. Once you've done your 3, you swap sides. Same again. Draw the tummy in. So trying to, when I'm reaching away and lifting up, really concentrating 3 hashes. You should feel that tummy really working. Once you've done your 3, I'd like you to do 1 more set of 3 on each side. Superb. If you finish, you can take a breather. And back down. We're going to stretch out that lower back again. So gentle, lift partially up towards the ceiling, back down, gently up. And relax. I'm going to go into a cool down, and then from there just take you through a general progression based on what we've done. But if you find that these exercises were really easy for you with the more advanced program, that'll be something that I'll be setting up across for you very soon, and I'm sure you'll benefit from that. However, if you found this one a little bit too challenging, of course, I'd really appreciate your feedback, and we can make sure that we create videos that are appropriate for your level of fitness. But again, any feedback will be amazing. So with our butterflies, what we're going to do is just gently bring our knees up, relax back down, bring your knees up, and relax back down. It's just loosening off those inner thighs. And relax. We're going to go on to all fours. If you're able to do this, it would be great. Otherwise, I want to make sure that you safely come back onto your feet. So come up into that position. You can stretch your calves, alternating each side. And 3, 2, 1. Bend those knees, walk the hands up. Thank you very much for joining me today, and keep up the good work. Stay safe, and look forward to seeing you, or at least hearing from your comments based on today's video. Thank you very much. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.